Alright guys, today we're going to be reading Captain Underpants. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go to chapter 25. Okay guys, we're going to be reading chapter 25 and 26. So let's end our... Okay. Thursday afternoon. The afternoon at Harold's house. George and Harold wrote and illustrated a brand new comic book. When they were done, they scanned each page and printed 4 copies on Harold's printer. The comic book had to look very old, so they took a large bowl outside and filled it with water. Harold added 2 handfuls of dirt and stirred 8 tablespoons of instant coffee crystals into the water. George carefully tore the edges of each page, crumpled them all up into little balls, and soaked them in the giant bowl of filthy water. When each page was completely soaked, the 2 friends carefully clipped them up in the garbage so they could dry overnight. "What on earth are you doing?" said Harold's mother. "It's for school," said Harold. "Oh," said Harold's mom. Next, the 2 boys went back inside Harold's house. Back in Harold's house. "Now we've got to order some pizzas," said George. "Order pizzas," cried Harold. "Why? Kipper's just going to steal them again." "Kipper's, that's what I'm counting on," said George with a devilish grin. George picked up the telephone and spoke with the manager of Pickle Pizza Place. "I'd like to order 4 pizzas for tomorrow," said George. "What's the hottest kind of chili peppers you guys have?" "Ghost chili peppers." Can we get double ghost chili peppers on each pizza?" "Cool." After the pizzas were ordered, it was time for George's haircut. Harold went to the closet and found the clippers and scissors his mom always used to cut his hair. Harold had never cut anybody's hair before, but he was more than happy to give it a try. "Just make one so it won't out when I steals pants. I'll do my best." Harold clipped and cut, then he snipped and shaved. Then when it was done, George looked at himself in the mirror. "I look awesome," George exclaimed. "I'm gonna wear my hat like this from now on." And he always did. Wait, I'm gonna check if he actually did before. Let's see. Oh, yep, guys, look at that. He actually does still wear his head like that. That's crazy. Okay. Harold clipped and cut. Then when he snipped and shaped, when he was done, George looked at himself in the mirror. "I look awesome," George exclaimed. "I'm going to wear my hair like this from now on." And he always did. Chapter 6. When Kipper gets angry, really, really angry. Next morning, George and Harold's comic book pages were dry enough to staple together. George sprinkled each page with baby powder to make them look dusty and prehistoric. "Man," said Harold, "these look like they came from the 90s or something." Friday morning at school was turning out to be the worst day ever. All week long, George and Harold's work had been to make things better for their fellow kindergartners, but they had only succeeded in turning Kipper and his gang into monsters. Kipper had told his friends about the shaving cream prank, and now they were really angry too. The four bullies knew something was pranking them, and they were going to make every kindergartner's life intolerable until they found out who it was. "Hey, where's my $8?" Kipper yelled at Donnie Schumacher, who happened to be the first kindergartner he saw on Friday morning. I thought you said $4, Donnie, said Donnie. "I did," said Kipper, "but taxes just went up again, and they're gonna stay high until I found out the name of the person who's been pulling these pranks on me." I don't know who it is," said Donnie, growled, "or I'm gonna stop being such a nice guy to a nice guy to you little twerps." Kipper grabbed Donnie's money while his thugs gave Donnie the worst wedgie of his life. "You owe me $4, yelled Kipper, "so bring $12 on Monday, or you're gonna wish you'd never been born." The rest of the kindergartners reached similar treatment when they tried to enter the school. Unfortunately for them, nobody had any idea who was pranking Kipper and his friends. At lunchtime, the delivery guy from Pickle Pizza Place showed up. "Hey," said Kipper, "how come there's only 4 pizzas today?" "That's all from Maggie ordered," said the delivery guy. "What a cheapskate," Kipper sneered. "Well, hand them over, bub." "Oh, okay, but I need to give you a warning," said the delivery guy. "These pizzas are really hot." "They'd better be hot," yelled Kipper. "I hate cold pizza." Kipper yanked the pizzas out of the delivery guy's hands and headed towards the cafeteria with his friends. They kicked the lunchroom door open and strutted over to the kindergartner's table. Look at all the tasty pizzas we got," Kipper said to the hungry kids. "I'll bet you guys are starving." "Aw, that's so sad." Kipper, Bug, Loogie, and Frankenstein each grabbed a giant slice and creamed it into their mouths, and the 4 bullies smiled obnoxiously as they chewed with wide Revelatory Cavern's mouth and showed every mushy glob of shiny dough goo. "Whoa, this pizza's kind of hot. said Franken as he swallowed harshly and wiped some sweat off his forehead. "Yeah," said Loogie, "this pizza's really hot." "Ow, ow, ow," cried Kipper. "This pizza is way too hot. It burns, wailed Bug, as he stuck his tongue out and tried to blow on it. "Ow, ow." "Ow, ow." Suddenly the bullies' exaggerated smiles morphed into bug-eyed expressions of sheer honor. Quickly they began wiping off their tongues with their filthy hands, but it was too late. The ghost chilies had already gone to gone their damage. Too late. The ghost chilies are already done their damage. Kipper and his terror-stricken, waving their arms and stricken like cackle of hyens. They pushed and shoved each other into desperate attempts to splash cold water on their tongues. Kipper wasn't having much success at drinking the fountain, so he bolted to the milk table. There he began clawing the tiny half-pink milk cartons open, one after the other, and splashing the milk into the other. Three thugs followed, shoving and jabbing and kicking each other as they tore the tiny cartoon with their cartoons. With their teeth, and spraying the milk into their gasping, smoldering mouths. When the milk was gone, the four bullies dropped to the floor, grunting and wailing and crying for their mommies as they licked up all the milk they had spilled during the lacto-guzzing frenzy. The entire event had been filming by about 20 kids on their cell phones, and the embarrassing videos were all posted online before the end of the lunch period. Kipper, Bug, Loogie, and Franken all spent next 2 hours in the nurse's room like toddlers. They started to feel better just as the school day was ending and wrestling practice was about to begin. Okay guys, that's the end of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's do the handshake. Boom, 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 boom. Bye guys. Boom, boom, boom.